GEORGIO ASMR.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Giorgio, your friendly neighborhood YouTuber, and I'm back with another video, and I'm going to be talking about the Game Awards 2020, which will be December 10th. And they got a lot of really cool, impressive, things going on as far as the voting choices, and this might be one of the best ones in terms of like what we're voting for. And yes, there are some games that are going to be in multiple categories, or the same games in multiple categories, should I say. And I'm gonna try not to make this video too long, but you know how the voting process can go, and I'm definitely curious to know what you all think of my choices and what you would pick as we go through these categories. So thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you'll know whenever I upload a new video, and definitely share this on your social media so we can get more people on this channel so we can all talk and stuff. But anyways, the first category is that I'm going to be talking about is one that I spend a lot of time playing games in, and that is the best fighting game. And so, this one right here is a little challenging for me because, they have Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, they have Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition, they have One Punch Man, Hero Nobody Knows, they have Under Night, and Grand Light Fantasy. I haven't played those other ones, but the thing is, I've been playing Mortal Kombat 11 the most, especially recently with all the new DLC from like the Aftermath and of course Combat Pack 2. It's been a good while since I played Street Fighter 5. I really enjoy what they did with Street Fighter 5, especially from how the game was at launch when it came out back in 2016. They've improved it drastically, and they added so many cool features, new modes. They giving us so many characters and stuff, and I did vote for Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate because of the fact that I've been playing Mortal Kombat 11 the most, and so it only made sense for me to vote for Mortal Kombat 11. However, if Street Fighter 5 Champion Edition won, I would not be mad. I would be actually happy for them because they have not won any fighting game award, at least from like a major, gaming, award type situation before. So I would be very happy if Street Fighter 5 won. And so we'll see, right? What has been your favorite fighting game, for this past couple of months, but anyways, that's my choice, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate. I've been enjoying that. Make sure you all go and check those videos out for those, because you really like what I've been doing with Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate with the DLC. But anyways, let's get to the next category, shall we? So right here we're gonna be voting for the best role-playing game. I did vote on the website, but I'm just showing you all the categories so you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. So they have Final Fantasy 7 remake. They have Genshin Impact, which has been getting a lot of traction. A lot of people have been playing that. That's like a free-to-play game. And then there's Persona 5 Royal, which has been very popular. Wasteland 3, I haven't heard too much about that. I haven't really looked into that game. And of course, Yakuza Like a Dragon, which recently just came out. And you know what? I'm surprised that Dragon Quest 11 is not on this, because Dragon Quest 11 came out it came out in 2019. It came out a couple of months ago, should I say. I'm surprised that they didn't put that in there, because it came out around the same time as Persona 5 did. So I'm surprised they didn't have Dragon Quest 11, because I would have voted for that. because it's basically RPG. And Dragon Quest XI has been one of the best RPG games in a long time. So if you love RPG games, you gotta go check that out. But for the sake of this category, I'm gonna go with Final Fantasy VII Remake, because I played the demo. I definitely spent a lot of time on this game back in the PS1 days. It's totally worth your money. It's very fun, great storytelling, great action. It definitely deserves the win in this category for sure. So anyways, let's get to the next category, and also let me know which game would you vote for in this one, in all of them. And right here we have best, performance, which this is basically best like voice artist, like, best vocal performance in the video games. And so basically we got Ashley Johnson as Ellie from The Last of Us Part 2. We got Laura Bailey as Abby from The Last of Us Part 2. We got I can't say his name, I don't want to butcher it, but we got the voice actor from Ghost of Tsushima, which I've really enjoyed that. And then we got Logan Cunningham as I guess Hades or something from this game. I'm not too familiar with that game, so just bear with me. And of course we got Najee Jeter as Miles Morales and Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I just been seeing such amazing gameplay clips online on YouTube from it, and this guy did such an amazing job as Miles Morales. And everything that I've heard from many YouTubers playing this game, they've all had nothing but positive things to say about Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, and especially Miles Morales and the character development of him. And Najee did such an amazing job with this character, giving him that identity, giving him that voice that we all could relate to. And that's why I voted for Miles Morales. I had to, because I don't think this game, I did see like on the website that you could vote for best action adventure game. I don't know if that was by accident, but I did see that category, and I did vote for Spider-Man Miles Morales there, but I didn't see them really post that on their Twitter. So, but nonetheless, I did vote for Najee Jeter as the best performance for vocalism in video games. Who would you all vote for? And again, this is all just suggestive, this is all opinion. At the end of the day, it's up to the award show people to pick the winner. We're just kind of just sharing our thing, and it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's get to the next category, shall we? Now we have best narrative. And this is going to be interesting, because best narrative means storytelling, character development in the story, how emotionally connected are you with the particular games in these categories. So they have the what is that? The 13 Sentinels, Final Fantasy VII Remake, of course Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, Last of Us Part 2. Now, you know what? I gotta start with The Last of Us Part 2 and talk about that, because that game has been getting a lot of mixed reactions from fans. So it's gonna be a little tricky. I mean, a lot of people didn't like what happened in the story, so I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see if they win or not, right? But for me personally, and I've seen Final Fantasy VII gameplay, I love the story in that, but I already know that story. That's been a game that's already existed. But for me, I gotta go with Ghost of Tsushima. I really love the story in this game. How how he grew up, and how he lost family, and he's trying to protect his honor and restore honor and power to his family's name, and it's such an amazing story. And Ghost of Tsushima is worth all the hype that you've been seeing that it's gotten over the past couple of months when it came out. And the story is just beautiful. I mean, it speaks for itself. and I really enjoyed that, and it definitely had me on the edge of my seat, and that's just my honest opinion. So I voted for Ghost of Tsushima, and it's crazy because this is not gonna be the last time you see Ghost of Tsushima in these categories. It's crazy they got some of the same games in the same categories, but what would you vote for best narrative? Anyways, let's go on to the next category, shall we? Right here we have best esports host. I'm not too familiar with the other ones, but I am familiar with Golden Boy Alex. He's a really cool dude. I've seen him do a lot of good stuff for the fighting games, especially in Street Fighter, and the guy is really good at what he does. He makes whatever event he's calling fun and entertaining, and he makes you feel like you're there, and he makes you feel hype and excited, and so he's a good dude, and so I voted for him. Ain't nothing more else to it than that. So I hope Golden Boy wins. He deserves it. All right, now into a really fun category, and it's best family game, should I say. And you know what? They got some really good competition here. My God, the competition is crazy, man. Basically, they got Animal Crossing, New Horizons. They got Crash Bandicoot 4, which just recently came out. Crash Bandicoot 4 is about time. They got Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, which has been like all the craze over the past few months. That game has just been super popular, especially on Twitch. Then we got Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, and you already know Nintendo be killing it when it comes to these, family home games. We got Minecraft Dungeons, and then we got Paper Mario, the Origami King. Now, this one right here, it could be tough, especially for people who played all of these games. But for me, on the outside looking in, I gotta go vote for Animal Crossing New Horizons. The reason why I picked Animal Crossing New Horizons because I feel like this game has been a blessing to so many people who own a Nintendo Switch, because this game has such an emotional connection with a lot of people, because if you all remember back at the beginning when this pandemic started, Animal Crossing was about to come out, and the game, a lot of people were so excited and anticipating this game because everybody was going through a rough time emotionally because we didn't know what was going to go down and what was going to happen with the world with the virus and everything. And so when Animal Crossing came out, it was such, and I remember going through my Twitter feed seeing how happy people were. You had adults playing this game, you had aunties, parents creating like different different things for people to come and join and be a part of, like different parties and creations and stuff, and just seeing the joy on people's faces as they were playing this game, it really helped people escape from all the craziness that was going on in the world. And I'll never forget that. And and that's why I say to myself that video games help save 2020, because without video games, especially like the ones on this particular category, it would be a really tough year to get past. And so that's why I've chose Animal Crossing, because it's a game that everyone got into. Even people who didn't even have a Nintendo Switch before, they went and bought a Nintendo Switch just to play this game. And the facts are there, the ratings and all of that information is out there. The Nintendo Switch became the highest selling console of this year, or at least for a long time, but especially this year, the Nintendo Switch sold so many consoles, and that just shows you that handheld gaming, especially playing this game on the go, is what a lot of people wanted, and it's still popular. So now Fall Guys it's been really blowing up as of late, so I wouldn't be surprised if Fall Guys take it, and I wouldn't be mad if they did. However, I think Animal Crossing got this one. What do you all think? Let me know in the comment section. Now, I will say they had a bunch of other categories, but some of those categories I didn't care about, but you all may care about them. They may interest you, so you can definitely vote for some of those like categories, like the mobile games and all that stuff, in on their website. I didn't want to do all of that because I'm trying not to have this is a super long video, but I try to talk about the main things that really like interest me, or that I feel will interest you. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about the best sports / racing game category. Now this one is going to be, I'll say, fairly easy for me to pick. I gotta go with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I mean, this game has been a huge childhood favorite, and I've heard nothing but positive things from people that I've seen play it on YouTube videos, and it'd be really cool if Tony Hawk's won this award. It's a really fun game. It's easy to get into. Dirt 5 looks really dope too now, so I wouldn't be surprised if Dirt 5 take it, because Dirt 5 is brand new. It just came out with the launch of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. NBA 2K21 is like, it is what it is. I mean, I don't know. I just don't see that one winning. It's either going to be out of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 or Dirt 5, as far as like who the video game awards people might choose. But I have to go with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, But what would you all pick in this category? Now, for a category that I'm very excited to talk about, and that is Best Action Game. And you already know what game I'm gonna pick for this one, and that is Streets of Rage 4. Man, the fact that we finally got Streets of Rage 4 on the consoles, and it's been years in the making for this game, and this game is so much fun. It's such a great time. Anyone can jump in and play it and beat up some bad guys, and I love the characters, and the story was really nice. And I even recently had uploaded some gameplay of the Mania mode, of me beating Mania mode for the first time. And from all the older Streets of Rage games, I was never able to beat those on a harder difficulty level. So I really enjoyed Streets of Rage 4. If you all have not played that, go and play it. It's like $24.99. You can't beat it. You can't beat that price. And of course they have Neo 2 if you like those Demon Soul type games. It's really cool. It's got a lot of great action, a lot of great customization. I've seen my pal JD play it, Jay Dauntless. He's been playing that in the past few months. So if you like that, you can vote for that. This is it's all our opinions. It's all it is what it is. They got Doom Eternal and they got Hades, which I've been seeing Hades a lot. So Hades must be pretty interesting too, to see it appear so much. But I'm going with Streets of Rage 4. I even tweeted that I voted for the game on my Twitter, which is GEORGIO ASMR, all caps. But yeah, I had to go vote for Streets of Rage 4. That's just me. I really enjoyed that. Now, here's a new one right here, and it's innovation and accessibility. And I don't think I've seen this category in previous game awards, voting in the past. So they got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is brand new, just came out. We got Grounded. We got Hyperdot, I think that's how that says. We got The Last of Us Part 2. We got Watch Dogs Legion. And you know what? I gotta go with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because from the stuff that I've seen, there's a lot of brand new things in that game that we haven't seen in most current gen games, and especially previous Assassin's Creed games. And I think this game has a lot of potential to be fun, and there's a lot of new things to it, so I gotta go with that. Now The Last of Us, that game looks gorgeous. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but that's as far as I know about that. But I just feel like Assassin's Creed has a lot of new innovations with that game, especially since it's a next-gen title, you know? So that's why I picked it. Nothing against any of the games on here. This is all just my voting opinion. But anyways, that's my pick. Let's go on to the next category, shall we? And for this particular category, I'm going to be talking about the best multiplayer. And you know what? I'm probably going to go with Fall Guys on this one, because I have seen some gameplay like on some Twitch streams and also YouTube videos, and it seems like such a really fun multiplayer experience. You know, the game is easy to play. It's easy to get into, but it's difficult to master. But it's a great challenge, and it's just one of them fun games that you can just play with your friends. And the fact that it's only $20 is even more better, you know. It's even more reason to even give it a try, you know. And so yeah, I gotta go with Fall Guys because I had already voted for Animal Crossing in another category. So, you know, I wanted to give Fall Guys a chance to win something, you know. But who would you vote for? And for best art direction, I had picked Ghost of Tsushima because it was one of the most beautiful games that I've ever seen, especially on the PS4. And I do feel like this game is probably one of the last. It is probably the last great, like, good looking, you know, fun console experience for the PS4 that we're gonna get for this current, you know, console generation. And they just did such an amazing job by pushing the PS4 graphical power to its ultimate limits. And you know, just the way the wind and and all the stuff, all the stuff around in the areas was moved around, the weather, the rain, and and then, you know, just how the battles look, you know, the realism in those battles and stuff, you know. It's just beautiful. And I mean, you all know this for yourselves based off the gameplay. Like the way Ghost of Tsushima, you know, started off crazy. Like, it started off showing you just how beautiful the game looks, how the characters look, you know, how the battle damage and stuff is, and it's just amazing, you know what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, I gotta give credit where credit is due. The Last of Us Part 2 also did that. The Last of Us Part 2 also was beautiful. It is a very beautiful game, especially if you played it on the PS4 Pro like that. Man, it is a gorgeous looking game. I'm not even gonna lie to you about that. You know, especially how they designed the characters and the areas that you're traveling and exploring in. That's just my honest opinion. So in this category, even though I had picked Ghost of Tsushima because that was the game that I played, but I wouldn't be surprised if The Last of Us Part 2 wins this one too. You know, they could very well take this one. You know, and they could take some other categories too. You just never know, right? Yeah, that's what I had voted for, which was Ghost of Tsushima. But like I said, watch out, because Last of Us Part 2, they have a big chance to win this one. And for best community support, oh man, you know, for this one, I could see Destiny 2. They got a big chance to win this one, but Fall Guys have had some great new DLC that has been coming out for it, and that's added a lot of fun replay vibes, especially that Season 2 DLC that recently launched. So I could see Fall Guys taking this one, you know. I did vote for Fall Guys in this one, just in case they didn't win any other categories. I wanted to at least give them a chance here. But that's just my pick for that one. You know, so hey, let's hope Fall Guys get them at least one or two good rewards out of this whole thing, you know. And now I know a lot of you may not care about this particular category, but me as a content creator myself, you know, and yes, I have, you know, a smaller channel, but I have figured that I had to go and show love to Alana Pierce here because I feel like she's one of the more kindest, YouTubers out there. She has good energy. Like, if you go and visit her channel, it's just a really, really good vibe there. And and she make it feel like you're hanging out with a friend. And I'll never forget like how she interacted with a post of mine on social media before, and I thought that was really kind of her to do. I was like, how did she find my post? But nonetheless, I'm more familiar with her out of these people, so I really do hope she wins. She's been really grinding and putting the hard work in, especially going off on her own and launching her own brand, on her own channel and stuff. So I really do hope she wins Content Creator of the Year. She gets my support and vote on this one. Now we have Most Anticipated Game. Now this category right here, I feel like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. I feel like that one should have been on here. In fact, I feel like Kenna Bridge of Spirit should have been on here too, because I'm really looking forward to that one. But I'm surprised that I didn't see Ratchet and Clank on this list. That kind of, it kind of rubs me a little bit the wrong way, but it's all good, you know what I'm saying? But since we got these to pick from, you know what I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go with Horizon Forbidden West, because that little, teaser trailer that we saw, a while back, it was gorgeous. It looks like it's gonna be such a fun experience. God of War, the God of War sequel or whatever. I mean, I didn't, the God of War game that was on PS4, I thought it was okay. There were certain gameplay elements that I did not enjoy. It looked gorgeous. It had a great story, great character development. It looks beautiful and everything. But the gameplay in certain parts, like as you go through the story and everything, I just didn't like. And I know some people gonna be like, what, are you serious? But that's just my honest opinion. I did play Horizon on the PS4 and I really did enjoy it. I didn't get a chance to finish it because it was on like a PS Now thing, but I have everything I need to know that I'm gonna enjoy this new one on the PS5, and I'm definitely gonna be buying this when it comes out for sure, because I will have a PS5 by the time this game comes out. So yeah, I'm going with Horizon Forbidden West. But what game would you choose in this particular category, And last but certainly not least, we gotta talk about Game of the Year. This is the grand finale of this video. And man, for me, again, it's like some of the same titles and stuff. Now this could be a huge upset. This one could really go to any game. We've seen it before, with the Game of the Year in the past, how a game you think will win the Game of the Year ends up not winning the Game of the Year. Because at the end of the day, even though we're voting, it's still going to be up to the, award, show people to vote at the end of the day. And I think it's similar to, like, I think whoever it is, I don't know how they do the voting, but nonetheless, I'm gonna go for, man, dude, this is crazy, because like I gotta go with Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, I have to. And again, this was the game that I played the most out of all of these. Final Fantasy, like I said, I've already played that. That was on the PS1, so I know, and this remake was just for like newer fans to get on board with the game. Now, again, I wouldn't be surprised if Animal Crossing wins. I'm telling you guys, do not take any game on this list lightly. Last of Us Part 2 could very well win this, and for a game to be Game of the Year, it has to be great across different categories. It's got to be great in terms of gameplay. It's got to be great in terms of how the game looks. It has to be great in terms of how the game sounds. It has to be great. Most importantly, the storytelling has to be on point. And overall, and I'll even add this in there, it has to be great in terms of stability, in terms of not having a bunch of glitches and bugs and stuff, not having to require a bunch of patches to fix the game to make it play like it should have played on day one. And when I think about all of that, I gotta think Ghost of Tsushima comes to mind when it comes to that. It excelled in all of those categories. It excelled in great gameplay. It excelled in how beautiful the game looks. It has beautiful dramatic music, especially in fight scenes. Like you can hear the flute, and it's just got that manga Japan sound to it that the manga movies will have. The stability of the game is great. I didn't encounter too many glitches with that game, if any at all. It looks gorgeous. This game was darn near perfect for me. This game, and I would even say Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, when I played that game was perfect to me. Like, that game had everything that I liked. I didn't complain at all when I was playing that. And I didn't complain at all when I was playing Ghost of Tsushima. And that's something you have to keep in mind. And I think that game is loved by a vast majority of gamers on the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation console in general, whatever. It's just loved in general. And then the fact that they gave us this free online mode where you can come and play with your friends in this clan, and you can join together and do missions. And the fact that they didn't even charge us for that DLC or whatever, that's just something that's crazy, And so that's why I picked Ghost of Tsushima as my game of the year. But what is your game of the year? And I'll be curious to know of that in the comment section below. Thank you for tuning into this Game Awards 2020 discussion. It was definitely a discussion because it was a lengthy video. But I wanted to share my thoughts because I feel like everyone's opinion matters when it comes to this kind of stuff. So anyways, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed it, and you all have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the comment section below. This is Giorgio, your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. Peace out.